The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. Getting this ball out wide for Davis.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Lance. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Lance on the bootleg. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. The Saints at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle to Davis.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Inside give to Davis. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down at 4.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance
Rolling to his right. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
in search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
All right, Charles, you know, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now Lance.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
A first down carry for Davis. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it again with Kamara. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's Knight, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Looking to pass. Tua. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They begin with a run by Davis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a handoff to Davis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A 10th carry for Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They'll run on first down. Knight. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have come back to make it a 2-point game. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Joe Mixon, 75 yards.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And room there to work it inside the 25.
88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a give to Davis. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Second and 6.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Right, 97.
Now it's Davis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 4th quarter down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Here's Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. That's selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Tua.
He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 62 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Man, pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score.